We are going to build a list of potential employers called a LAMP list. LAMP stands for List, Advocacy, Motivation, and Posting. This will make sense once you have your list. You'll add 4 categories to your list and 10 companies to each category. After 40 minutes, you'll have 40 companies where you can possibly be hired. The great thing is that you'll find companies you've never heard of before, giving you more places to find a job. Chances are there will be less competition for openings at smaller or less known companies.
Once you have your list, you'll rate and rank the companies so you can focus your time and energy on the companies you are most interested in. While creating your list, you'll come across companies you know nothing about, and it's important to remember not to take time researching the companies while your focus is on quickly building a list. The idea is to be super effective with your time, so keep your focus on generating a long list of companies, and you'll have an opportunity to go back, do a little research, and prioritize the companies at a later stage. Let's get started.
Create a spreadsheet in Excel or Google Sheets and label the first column List, the second Advocacy, the third Motivation, and the fourth Postings. The first category you'll focus on is Dream Employers. These are the companies you know you are interested in working for. If you don't have 10 dream employers, go to the LinkedIn page of one of your dream companies and look for a section called People Also Viewed to see a list of similar companies. Go ahead and add those companies to your list. Remember, at this point, you don't have to know anything about the employer, you're just building a list of possibilities to prioritize later. Pause the video and add your dream employers to the list. Stop when you get to 10 companies or 10 minutes, whichever comes first.
Next, look at companies that have hired BYU alumni from your major or in your area of interest. To do this, search the Brigham Young University LinkedIn page and click Alumni. This will take you to the dashboard that shows where BYU alumni work. Use the Next button until you see the What They Studied section. Click the Add button and type in your major. Now look at the Where They Work section to see a list of where people with your major work. If your interests align with the listed companies, add those companies to your list. If one of those companies is already on your list as a dream employer, just skip it. Avoid repeating if possible. If your interests don't align with the companies in the Where They Work section, go to the search bar at the top of this dashboard and type in a keyword associated with your career goal. For example, if you're an engineering major who wants to go into material science, type material science into the search bar. Look at the Where They Work section and add any material science companies to your list. You can also scan individual profiles to see if there are other material science companies listed in people's profiles. At this point, avoid the temptation to write down names of alumni. You're just looking for companies to add to your list. Go ahead and put a Y for yes in the advocacy column next to these companies to indicate that alumni work there. This will save you time in the next step when you will fill in the advocacy, motivation, and postings columns in the spreadsheet. Pause the video and add alumni employers to your list. Stop when you get to 10 companies or 10 minutes, whichever comes first.
The third category is actively hiring employers. Go to Indeed.com, which is one of the biggest and most robust online job boards, and into the What field, type a job title or keyword associated with your career goal. Type a zip code or city name into the Where field if location is important to you. Scan the list of search results and add to your list the names of any companies that have job postings in your area of interest. Avoid the temptation of clicking on individual job postings. Right now, you're just looking for companies hiring in your area of interest. You can always go back later and look at a specific posting to see if you want to apply. But keep your focus on building your list for now. Pause the video and add actively hiring employers to your list. Stop when, you guessed it, you get to 10 companies or 10 minutes, whichever comes first.
The last category is additional or trend-following employers. You have a few different options for this employer category. If you are an international student looking for a job or internship in the US, you can go to myvisajobs.com to find companies who have recently sponsored work visas. In the Work Visa Database section, click on H-1B Report and choose Career, Title, or Industry to find companies to add to your list. CareerShift is another option for any student. You can find a link on the BYU Career Services website and create an account using the access code BYU Alumni 18. Once you've logged in, select Companies and use the search field found on the left-hand sidebar. Select an industry, type in a keyword, or enter your desired location. Click Search and add companies from the results to your list. A final option is to go to Google and search for an industry name plus the word trends. This probably won't result directly in a list of companies, but you can scan articles and look for mentions of companies to add to your list. Pause the video and use these resources to add 10 more employers to your list. You're finished when you have added 10 additional companies or have searched for 10 minutes, whichever comes first. Your goal is to finish with at least 40 companies on your list. You're doing great. Let's keep this momentum going.
Congratulations, you finished the first step, creating your LAMP list. Continue to the next section to learn how to sort and prioritize your list so you can focus your attention on the top companies that meet your needs and interests.